Kendrick Lamar decimates Drake. He murdered Drake. With like that, Drake was done. I told y'all Kendrick's going to respond back to back to back. J. Cole dropped out because he's J. Fold. But guess what? I'm in between. Because a lot of J. Cole fans say, oh, he's smart for dropping out. Kendrick would have went dirty with him. No, he would not. He would have just been spitting bars. Euphoria would have been enough to pack J. Cole up. J. Cole and Kendrick would have been would have been a better match than him and Drake. Drake doesn't know how to freaking not get personal and mention people's wives. He needs to shut his mouth. But we wouldn't have got, they not like us. They not like us. But we still got Euphoria. Euphoria was enough to pack up that 7-minute drill and push-ups. Euphoria was enough to pack up both of those dishes combined. If J. Cole stayed in the race, it would have been okay. Kendrick would not have went personal. He said it. He wouldn't have gotten personal. They just spitting bars, create a track together, call it a day. Drake does not know how to do that. He doesn't. He doesn't know how to keep it hip-hop. Like Kendrick said, the bars went over his head. The metaphors went over his head. So he had to mention some decent people. That's what Drake did. Now, is this Ebony Person 2024 cap? I think so. You have this evidence. Bring it to the police first. And then go on a little online rant. You did not bring it to the police. You did not bring it to the officials first. So, that's why I'm saying I don't believe. You might pull that Drake has enough money to corrupt those police officers or wherever it happened at. Like, no. There's billionaires that walk down there to try to pay their way to law enforcement to get information, but that doesn't happen. There's people way richer than Drake that try to do that. There's politicians with a lot of dirt that try to do that, and they don't fold. So, into some random person, no. And this Ebony is a gay guy. I think so. I think academics was right on that end. But if you listen to Kendrick's diss, it seems like this Ebony person was Drake's lover. Why isn't nobody talking about that? This Ebony person seems like it was Drake's lover. What else is the excuse? There's nothing else to say, but yeah, that was Drake's lover. That has to be. And once he reveals that, people are going to be like, oh my God. But I'm here saying it. That Ebony person was Drake's lover, gay lover. And he said he going to release information with that because only he will have that information. Not a hotel person. Only that guy will have that information. Drake knows who it is. Kendrick knows who it is. And I don't think Kendrick is paying. I think these people are sending. Now, is the daughter angle stupid? Yes, but I believe that Kendrick was not mentioning that plant Drake was talking about. It's some other girl. And I think Kendrick's going to mention that real soon. Also with the kids. He did not just say, he said, you lied about your son. You lied about your daughter. You lied about them other kids. Those other kids. Kids. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter. And you lied about those other kids. Why would we believe you? You gave nothing for us to believe in. So you lied about your son, you lied about your daughter, you lied about those other kids. Kendrick is going to expose those other kids. But Kendrick said, Father, he does not want to reveal the identity of those children, so he's going to reveal the identity of the mother. Pusha T went over when he mentioned Drake's son's name. Now, he did not post a picture of Drake's son, but he mentioned the name. Kendrick, all you had to do is mention the name of the kids and the daughter. Let the internet, let people like Sadie Nash, DJ Academics, AK-47 do the research and, 1090J to do the research, find who these people are, and get it out there. The YouTube detectives. Let them get it out there. And before you all say, oh yeah, academics is a predator, make sure y'all read the whole 30-page thing that's out there. It's a civil suit. He already discussed this. Academics already discussed the situation. I believe he's innocent. You read the story, it's going to get thrown out the window. People going to forget about this and call it a day. People who hate academics are rubbing their hands. They having a good time. Me, I don't know academics to like him or hate him. I just like his content, some of his content. I think some of the stuff is for like 16-year-old kids to follow and stuff, so I'm not in that lane. I'm not in that little childish lane where I can't get, I can't think. I can't think for myself rationally. Kendrick is, I think he's dropping an album this year. I just need more details. I know the name of the album. I know some of the features. But I need details because all I know is a name and some features. I don't know nothing else. And that's what I'm working on. More than this Eminem stuff, I'm working on this Kendrick albums type of stuff. And apparently Drake is dropping an album too. Y'all think Drake isn't going to drop an album? He's stupid. Aubrey is stupid. If Drake is watching this, you're stupid if you don't drop an album this year. He's dumb. All of this stuff going on him, he's dropping an album. And when he's doing it, he better drop something crazy. He better not drop something like Certified Lover Boy. He better not drop something like For All the Dogs. He has to go back to that Take Care a little bit. Some of those flows where he's layering his vocals when he's doing the hooks. Drake is great when he layers his vocals, when he does the hooks, when he does actually that type of stuff and not be lazy and throw auto-tune on it. He said, no, do these flows that these other rappers doing. No, Drake needs to go back to what he's been doing, layering those vocals. He's going to be back up at the top once again. He needs to go back and see what made the albums good. When Drake was on that song with Kid Cudi and when he layered those vocals, that brought that album out. That album did better than For All the Dogs because he was layering vocals. When you heard Certified Lover Boys, a lot of those songs, he layered vocals. Virginia Beach was a pretty decent song. First person shooter mode should show Drake that that's the lane he's in. That's your lane. When you sing Virginia Beach or that song with freaking Kid Cudi or how you sung in that Chris Brown song, that Not You Too. Those are your lanes. You stick in those pockets and you stick in those lanes for your new album. And look how you did with Push-Ups. Look how you sounded with Family Matters. That's what it sounds like when you do your work and when you try. That's what it sounds like when you actually put pen to pad and not use ghostwriters. Because I know for a fact Drake did not use any ghostwriters for Push-Ups or Tailor Made, The Hard Part 6, or the Family Matters song. He didn't use any ghostwriters for that. Drake needs to take his time. Drake needs to take the Kendrick approach. He shouldn't be beefing with Kendrick. He should be getting on his freaking knees apologizing. Drake should be getting on his knees apologizing. You want to know why Drake should apologize? Because he's not listening to Kendrick. He's listening to the diss and the negativity. He's not comprehending the advice Kendrick is giving to him. He's also not comprehending that Kendrick is trying to help him out. He's telling him that if you don't stop these fetishes, your house is going to be raided. Your world's going to come crashing down. Cut off everyone around you. He's not specifically calling you a pedophile. He's calling everybody around you a pedophile. And if you're associated with them, then you know about the pedophilia that goes on, you do nothing about it and still bring your kids around it, then that questions your character and you are now with them. You are what you hang around. That's what Kendrick is saying. Listen to all the disses that Kendrick gave Drake this year. That is the overall message. It's not the beat Drake can put him down. It's that he is out there putting himself out there. Like around these people. He's crowding around Lil Yachty's. He's hanging out with 21 Savages. He's going with these freaking, Yeet and these other people. Academics even said, yeah, I can pull up the clip where Academics was reacting for all the dogs, and he said something similar. Joe Budden said something similar. A lot of people said something similar. It's okay to collaborate or do a song with the younger generation, but don't hang and parade around them like they're your friends. Lil Wayne collabs with the younger generation, but he does not parade around them. You don't see him hang around freaking Polo G every day. You don't see him hang around with KSI. He dips and he hangs around with the OGs. Wayne should be hanging out with, Drake should be only hanging out with the likes of Lil Wayne, Jeezy, T.I., J. Cole. Freaking, we should be seeing him with Eminem a lot. We should be seeing him with Project Pat, Juicy J. We should be seeing him with Busta Rhymes. We should be seeing him with the generation that he's in. We should be seeing Drake around, not the game, but 50 Cent. His mindset is still like of a child. Bow Wow even got out of that phase. It took him a while, but he's out of that phase now. It's okay to grow up and be around your surroundings. But being around Lil Yachty painting your nails, even though you've never painted your nails your whole career. You never acted this way your whole career. 2009 through 2014 Drake is way more mature than the Drake we see now. That doesn't make sense. That's backwards. So Kendrick is telling the truth. You're pandering. You're not being yourself. You're not being authentic. You're being fake. Those disses are fake. You're not upset that it is a 20v1. Rick Ross is trying to help you. He's trying to help you. You should be hanging out with Ross. Y'all shouldn't be beefing. You should be hanging out with Future. Y'all shouldn't be beefing. You shouldn't be beefing with freaking Metro Boomin. All he does is freaking, like you said, shut your mouth and make some drums. That's all he does. If that's all Metro Boomin does and he doesn't rap, why go after him? Because he dissing you on a beat? No. You need to hang around people like Rick Ross, the Jeezys, the T.I.s, the Boosies. Hang around with the people of your crowd, of your age. You're 37. You should be hanging out with J. Cole. You should be around these people. Nobody else. You shouldn't be crowding around Lil Yachty or Lil Uzi or freaking Yeet or Smiley or any of these other people. Look how close, because I've spoken to Wayne, as I said multiple times. Look how Wayne carries himself. Wayne is your master. The word GOAT should never come out of your mouth. Wayne is not a producer, he still raps. The word GOAT should never come out of Drake's mouth. That's disrespectful to Wayne. Lil Wayne should be on every one of your albums. If he's not on one, if you have not collabed, if you have no recent pictures with Wayne, then that's disrespectful. You're biting the hand that fed you. Y'all can throw it back on me and say, oh, well, Wayne did the same to Birdman. Birdman was messing him up out of his money. He did the same to Drake. You should be listening to everything Kendrick does. We're not saying, oh yeah, Drake didn't have bars, so this was trash. No. I'm saying that, did Kendrick outbar you? Yes. Did Kendrick out-rap you? Yes. Did he outflow you? Yes. but you're not listening to the message. If you listen to Euphoria, you wouldn't have responded with something stupid. You would not have responded, say, I keep bodyguards on me like Whitney. You wouldn't have responded to something so stupid. You wouldn't have said something stupid. You have not learned from the Pusha T situation. Pusha T even said in an interview, he's trying to help you out. We're not dishing you to put you down. We're dishing you to open up your eyes and give you a reality of what's going on. But Drake is so stupid that he keeps hanging out with these kids and he's going on podcasts with Bobby and freaking sleeping in the same bed with her, that he doesn't understand that now he has become the biggest problem in hip hop right now. You are solely the biggest problem in hip hop. You was never the biggest problem. You got hate, yes, but you never got this much hate. You get the hate because you act fake and people can easily see it. The old Drake was way more mature than this Drake. This Drake should have came out in 2008 or 9. But you was never like this. I went back and I'm binge watching Degrassi again. Only the episodes you were in. That showed me who you was. You were like, but I was an actor. So you was actually being yourself. You got shot and you was in a wheelchair. That's you. You are the wheelchair rapper. Humble yourself. That Kendrick song was also a shot at Drake. Be humble. Sit down. But you're not being humble. You're being ignorant and you're standing up and now you got all these charges and everybody think you're a rapist. This would have never happened. This would have never happened if you never diss Pusha T's wife, if you never diss Kendrick's wife. None of this will happen. You would never have been in any beef. Back to Back would still be a top 20 diss track of all time because you destroyed an idiot like Meek Mill. You are looking like Meek Mill. But guess what? Meek Mill is the dumbest rapper of all time. So that's not a good comparison. You're not dumb. You just make stupid decisions you just make stupid and ignorant decisions. You should never utter the word GOAT or King of Rap out of your mouth. And if Wayne is still rapping, those words should never come out of your mouth. Whatever you say in that diss track is disrespectful to Wayne. Dissing Kendrick is disrespectful to Wayne. Dissing Pusha T is not disrespectful to Wayne. Saying nobody is on your level is disrespecting Lil Wayne. You're spitting in his face right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Wayne came out with a song with Kendrick and dissed the mess out of you. And then you'll be crying victim talking about everybody's against me. They're against the people that you grew up with, who made you, which is Drake, which is Rick Ross, that you was rapping with. You was rapping with Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Future. You turned your back on the people that brought you there. You got the money, you got the fame and the attention that got to your head. You always been famous. But hanging around with 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, try to stay hip with the new gen, stop. Stop. Gen Z, I'm Gen Z. Nobody in my gen is calling you the GOAT but a few Drake fans. We look at you as the guy that can't grow up. Nobody is on your side but Twitch streamers. You're talking to Aiden Ross. Me and Aiden Ross are the same age. You're talking to him. You're going to him for advice. No. Aiden Ross can tell you whatever he wants. Aiden Ross can scam the mess out of you. I don't care what Aiden Ross says to you. He's not the one that made you famous in the rap industry. Wayne was. Wayne wasn't on For All the Dogs. When I saw that, I said the album's immediately trash. Wayne should be on all the albums. Wayne should do a vocal. He should be on every single album. I don't care if the verse is trash, put it out. If you did trash, put it out. There should be never a Drake album without Wayne. There should be never a Drake interview without mentioning Wayne. There should be never there shouldn't be a month that goes by that you post on social media that there's no videos or anything with Wayne. You shouldn't be doing nothing. You need to go back to acting. If you can't respect Lil Wayne, then leave the game. I don't want to hear, nobody wants to hear nothing else. If you can't respect Wayne, leave the game. This all happened because you're disrespecting Lil Wayne. Did you disrespect Lil Wayne by dissing Meek Mill? No, Meek Mill sucks to me. So, hey, to me, that's not disrespectful. Meek is stupid. Everything he does, every decision he made, it was stupid. The decision he's making now is stupid. Every time he opens his mouth, it's stupid. Every time you open your mouth, not stupid. You just dissing people's moms and kids. Kendrick didn't diss your mom and kid first. He said, let's keep it hip-hop. I'm taking the crown. Who's Kendrick's main mentor? He had multiple. But your main mentor was Wayne. Eminem does not come out and say, I'm the better producer than freaking Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's not a rapper, really. Dr. Dre don't even consider himself a good rapper. Because he's not. So Eminem can call himself the rap god. But he does not call himself a great producer. He always gives props. Juicy J. He has the right to call himself the GOAT and the king. Who brought him up? Not DJ Paul. They brought each other up. They came out at the same time. It's not disrespectful to either one of them. They literally came from the dirt. If you watch Young Dolph, Juicy J brought up Young Dolph. Young Dolph on every project, everything he done, every interview, he mentioned Juicy J. Juicy J had input on every single album he ever put out in his life. You're not doing the same for Wayne. To me, it's a spit in the face to Lil Wayne. I don't like the disrespect. This is an intervention at what Kendrick is doing. This is far beyond rap. J. Cole and Kendrick would have been a perfect battle because they're rapping. They're not getting personal. They're not talking about people's kids and their moms. Kendrick would have never made Meet the Grams if you never disrespected his wife. He said it. You would have never got dissed by Kendrick. Y'all would have never been beefing if you didn't disrespect Lil Wayne. You cried after the Control verse. You should have never cried. It was a battle. He was not dishing you, it was a battle. You could have hopped on a song with Kendrick. Y'all did the same. Now Kendrick hates your guts. J. Cole doesn't rock with you no more. J. Cole sees all of this now. He's like, Drake is really the clown. Let me back out. Drake is really the clown. Kendrick called it out. Two clowns on stage hugging and kissing. I'm not a clown, I'm humble. Let me back away. I would never do music with this clown again. Let me hop on M's album. You don't see JID coming out disrespecting Cole. Whatever JID does, Cole is involved. Drake, you're not bigger than the program. Kendrick, you're not bigger than the program. People that are stupid and only seeing the beef don't see the actual reality of what happened. This was a therapy session for Drake. Drake is an idiot. So, if Drake's not dumb, he's an idiot. There's a difference between being an idiot and being dumb. Meek Mill is the definition of dumb. Drake, he's not the definition of idiot, but he's acting like an idiot. He's smarter than this. He's calculated than this. He just see that I need to fix myself. I'm just going to hang around with my son. My next album will be about mature stuff. When he dropped the Scary Hours thing with J. Cole and all that, the shoe fits and all that, 10 out of 10. That's the Drake I want. I don't need to hear nothing else. If he has like a song like he's like First Person Shooter or the Sexy Red, I don't mind those, you know, because those are like pop hits, and he needs to make the money, the radio streams and stuff to bring out the album. Only one of those songs are okay, but if you have an album full of those songs, then that's not okay, and that's what Drake been doing. But he sounds like a fan right now. He sounds like a fan that's making Drake's music. Push-ups gave me proof that Drake is still the same way. He can still go back to 2014 Drake. Now, he's older, he grown up, yeah. But he gone down. You see, it's a difference between saying, oh, we didn't want Eminem to go back to Slim Shady. Somebody that was on drugs, that was like a 20-year-old teenager and doing crazy stuff out of his mind. No. He's 50. If Eminem stayed on a Slim Shady path, he would have fallen off a long time ago. Because that's boring. He changed. People like change. You know? So, that's what needs to happen to Drake. He needs to sit back, don't respond to no more disses, apologize to Kendrick, get on your knees in public and apologize, man. Apologize worse than cold. You'll get criticized, but that's fine. I'd rather be criticized and be called a punk, or I folded, I cried, I got on my knees to Kendrick, than to be called a rapist and any other stuff that's on you. Get on your knees and apologize. I don't care if you say it on a track saying, I'm sorry, Kendrick. Do it. You plead, you beg. Don't laugh at the message. You plead and you beg. You beg Kendrick for forgiveness. You go to Wayne. Wayne is your father. He's your rap dad. Dennis Graham, he's your real dad, but yeah. Wayne is your dad. He's your hip-hop father. Wayne goes to Birdman, apologized, called him father. You should go up to Wayne and say, Father, I apologize. If Wayne slaps you, turn the other cheek. Let him slap you again, go back to the other cheek that's red and let him slap you there again. And he's going to keep on slapping you until you recognize, until you know ownership of what you've done. That's all I have to say today. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching the show, and tune in next time to Flawless TV.